seems awful silly, Mr. Gailey.
Well, maybe you'll feel differently after you've talked to Santa Claus.
Goodbye, and Merry Christmas. Now, what's your name, little girl?
Susan Walker, what's your name?
Why, Kris Kringle. I'm Santa Claus. You don't believe that, do you?
You see, my mother is Mrs. Walker, the lady who hired you. But I must say, you're the best-looking one I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Your whiskers don't have those things that go over your ears.
That's because they're real, just like I'm really Santa Claus. Go on, pull them. Go on, go ahead, pull. That's it. And what do you want me to bring you for Christmas?
Nothing, thank you. Whatever I want, my mother will get me. Sensible and doesn't cost too much.
Susan, dear, I think you've taken up enough of this gentleman's time.
Your maid had to go home. Her mother sprained her ankle. She asked me to bring Susan down here for you.
Yes, she phoned.
I thought as long as we were here, we might as well talk to Santa Claus.
He's a nice old man, Mother. And his whiskers are real, too.
Yes, dear. A lot of old men have real whiskers like that. Susan, if you'd like to go over and look at the dolls, I'll be with you in just a minute. I want to talk to Mr. Gailey.
I didn't think there was any harm in saying hello to the old gent. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think there is harm. I tell her Santa Claus is a myth, and you bring her down here to meet a very convincing old gentleman with real whiskers.
What's wrong with that?
By filling her full of fairy tales, she'll grow up to believe life is a fantasy instead of a reality. She'll keep waiting for Prince Charming to come along, and when he does, he'll be a...
We were talking about Susie, not you.
Whether you agree with me or not, I'll have to ask you to respect my wishes.